Turkey. Former CNN Moscow Bureau Chief Jill Doherty joins us live from Russia with more. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Carol. Well, you can see the fury, and there's no question that Russia continues with retaliatory measures against Turkey. The visa being one, and of course we've been talking since yesterday about all of the economic steps that they're taking. But I think one of the more interesting things is this criticism of the coalition, the American-led coalition. At the same time, President Putin is not saying that he would not cooperate. After all, he did sign an agreement with the United States as the head of that coalition to make sure that there would be no accidents in the sky with the planes that are flying around both on the United States side and on the Russian side. But let's listen to President Putin as he talks about how the Americans had the information about that Russian plane and what happened.
Previously, we informed our American partners where, when, and where our pilots would be working. The American side, which leads the coalition in Turkey, knew about these missions and then at that time received a strike. So it can be asked, why did the Americans not give us that information? Are they in control of what their allies do? Or is the information just all over the place? And they have to understand the consequences of this.
Yeah, so that phrase, all over the place, is really, I think, significant because, after all, what he's saying is, either the United States, you could argue, malevolently did something on purpose, or it's simply incompetence, or Turkey is out of line and not coordinating with the United States. So President Putin is very critical of the coalition led by the United States, but, Carol, at the same time, he's saying we will continue to cooperate.
All right, Jill Doherty reporting live from Moscow this morning. So the airstrikes over Syria go on. Airstrikes by the United States and Turkey and Syrian forces, and it's just as confusing as ever. Let's head to the Pentagon now and check in with Barbara Starr with more on that. Good morning.
Good morning, Carol. Well, the Russians releasing more video of what they say are their very effective airstrikes. And, so how do you assess? Are the Russians more effective? Is the U.S. more effective? It's not really about the number of airstrikes per se at this point, but perhaps the debate is more about how effective they are. Now, the U.S. position is its airstrikes are more effective. They use precision weapons. They take great care in avoiding civilian casualties. That's the U.S. point of view. The Russian point of view clearly is that their airstrikes are more effective because they are going after this wide range of targets. To go back to what Jill was just saying a minute ago, U.S. officials have told me for the last several days they had no knowledge ahead of time where that Russian airplane might be flying. This was not an area that the U.S. was particularly interested in. It's not where they'd been flying in recent days. They were aware the Russians had been up there. So again, a bit of confusion, who knew what, when. But now the question is, will the Russians really join the coalition, really cooperate on sharing of intelligence? Will they even get together on selecting targets? A lot of confusion here. A lot of U.S. military officials saying there's going to be a very long way to go on that. Carol?
All right, Barbara Starr reporting live from the Pentagon. Thanks so much.